Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Gaia Force Gaming, and I'm here to talk about a deck that I played in True Champ Gaming's Sunday tournament for EX01. It was a case tournament. There were about 60 players, if not more, with a top 8 cut, and I decided to play. I had some time, and I wanted to test out EX01, and I played Lilithloop. So I did go X1 in Swiss and make it to the top 8, so I just wanted to share my deck and talk about it a little bit. Hope you guys like it. So, starting with the eggs, I just played the 4 Sunamon. It just helps facilitate your draw, the engine. So whenever you discard a card, you draw a card, and it doesn't have to be from the Digimon stack that it goes. I mean, that goes without saying, but something that I thought was cool is like having multiple of these out, you could really get through your deck, which is what you want to do with Lilithloop. So I just opted not to play the 5th egg. For rookies, we have 4 of the starter deck Gabumon. His inherited is when attacking, draw 1, discard 1, so it kind of it promotes being more aggressive, and it replaces that Demi-Meramon effect that you're missing from the eggs. Then I had 4 Labramon just on play, draw 1, discard 1. I just really wanted to get through my deck, fill my trash, and yeah, discard effects are what make this deck work, in my opinion, and I do think 4 might be too much. You can replace one for a tech choice or a different rookie if you'd like. I do think you need the 4 Gabumon, though. And I definitely think you need 3 Gazimon, especially in this format. If you're playing against another loop deck, against Bond, if they have memory boosts, just Gazimon can shut down a lot of things. And then just to round out the rookies, I had 2 2-drops. There's vanillas, not just to help choke your opponent if they don't have a tamer, but there were at least 2 games where I had 4 memory and I dropped this and then played the Ginkaku promote to swing to end the game. So it can help you because of rush. Just round that out. For champions, I have 2 Vilemon. I did want some sort of blocker. I chose Vilemon because Bauhuck can't kill it, and you'll see why also later in the list why. Specifically for Jessmon, I wanted this blocker. Then I played 3 of each of the promote package, which I think is the best part of purple right now. I see people opt for 4 of this, which is fine. Originally I was doing 4-4-3 with no blockers, and then I want to do some blockers. I'm still not done tweaking the deck. I'm not done experimenting with it. This was only... I play tested the deck a little bit, like just one night of play testing, and then made some changes, and the tournament was like my 2nd run with the deck, really. So, for those of you who don't know, Ginkakumon Promote has Rush. He also has On Play. You could put one of each of these under him, and if you put both, you gain a memory draw card. It's just absurd if you have some recursion, and this deck does, like in the form of Zwart and in the form of some other stuff. So I really like the Ginkaku package. I think it's strong. I think you're missing out if you're trying to do something that isn't the Ginkakumon promote package. Then I had 4 Lady Devimon. On Digivolve, draw 2, trash 2. It helps you get through your deck. I do kind of want to find maybe one of these into a different spot, just because there were a lot of games where I wanted to evolve in the back, but I felt hesitant because I didn't want to lose the effect. So that's something to look into. I have 2 Rebellionmon. Again, it's great against Jessmon. It helps you discard. And for what it's worth, over a Ginkakumon, these are both just 2 costs to evolve. If you have a Sunamon, you also draw a card. It's really strong. 1 Skullgreymon. This was what was really good. If I had a Vilemon out, discarded this, put it under, and now you're safe from like any sort of Jessmon aggression. They really have to almost set up 2 stacks in order to get what they want to do off. Not only that, but there are some times when they have like a big guy rested and you have a little dinky guy out and you discard and get retaliation and swing into it. That's really strong as well. So, and then my little flex spot, I wanted to try the EX01 Lady Devimon. I think I only got the effect off once. It wasn't bad. In certain builds, like if you're running the Mass Daemon, you definitely do want to run this in the flex spot because I think it could just pay off a lot. I'm thinking of maybe replacing it with a Black War Greymon just to see how that plays out in testing. We'll see. There's a lot you could do with this deck. There's a lot of different options and ways you could play it, and I think that's awesome. And then, of course, you have to play the 4 Lilithmon. Some people play 3. I'm hesitant to do that just because if you don't see it, you probably won't win the game, if we're being honest. So I feel like 4 Lilithmon is really needed. Some people play the 4 and the Mass Day. I don't hate that. I think Mass Daemon's really strong. But she's what makes you loop. You get 2 memory when you play a option for the first time during your turn. Then you just set up either a board that's too overwhelming, or you just win with the rush package and all of that. You have your 3 Zwart, also very important to the game. So when you Digivolve him, you mill 3, and then you get back 2 8 cost or less black or purple Digimon. Usually you get back 1 promote and like 1 level 5 so that you can bounce your Lilith, go into another Lilith, start looping more. The deck is just nuts when it goes off. It's just learning how to get to that point, learning when the risk reward is good enough to do it, and it can be a bit of a headache to pilot this deck. For options, I have 3 Jackraid. I found in testing that 3 was enough. 4, you want room for other stuff. Like, I don't hate 4. 4 is pretty good. I almost put 4 in, but I wanted to try some cool tech stuff. I have 2 MDFs. Card so good it's getting banned. Makes your level 7s cost 6 less, so this guy's free. You gain 2 memory if you have Lilith out. Really strong. I did want to try this, and I loved it. I almost want to run a second one, because it helps you go into Lilithmon for just 2 memory. So they put you at 2 thinking they're safe with like a Gazimon or something out. And then you could win rate into the Lilithmon, play a Jackraid just to kill the Gazi, not gain anything, MDF, go off. It's really strong. I played 1 Underworld's Call. It helps you accelerate through your deck, and it also can be a win button. It just brings back a level 4 purple Digimon, but they do get their on-play effects. You could bring him back, draw a card, gain a memory, etc. I tried 1 EPS. It only came up once or twice, and it was kind of a win more card. I don't hate it, because it does kind of lock in that game. Kind of like how with Jesmon, if you have the Delicate Plan, you feel super safe for going for game. This is like you set up your big board. They probably can't answer it, but if you end your turn with that, you're golden. You definitely can't answer it. So this is kind of a flex spot too. Like these 2 are kind of big flex spots. 1 Labra. You can tailor this list to how you like it. I have 2 Analog Boys. You need white Tamers to play white options. Analog Boy fills your trash, gets you a Digimon, really strong. And then I also opted just for 1 Manoa, because I felt like starting at 3 could be strong. I was running 3 Analog, but I don't hate the Manoa. That being said, I have been talking with my team and friends about some of these flex spots maybe becoming, like maybe dropping EPS and Manoa for 2 purple Mimis, because I think purple Mimi is kind of crazy, and that could be a thing, you know. You could play a purple Mimi. I think there's a lot of options for Lilith Loop, but this is how I ran it. My matchups for the day, I played an Agumon round 1. I went 2-0. It was just game 1, he went for game and hit a Jackraid without Delicate Plan, and that was rough, and it let me win on the following turn. Game 2, I just established a board too big for him to answer before he could really get his aggression out. Round 2, I played Bond of Friendship. I did lose that one 0-2. Sometimes Bond just tempos out way too fast, way too hard. Round 3, I played a Jesmon. I played Ying. We had a good set of games. In game 2, he really bricked. I got game 1 barely, and then game 2, he bricked pretty hard. Round 4, I believe I played another Jesmon, and it was 2-1 in my favor. Close game, but at the end, he just barely didn't get it, and then I was able to kind of hodgepodge together a loop turn. In the final round, I played Izzy Cruz, the best Jessamon player in North America, in my opinion, and he demolished me game 1. Game 2, we had a pretty good back and forth. I just ended up being able to out-resource him. He stumbled. I got the Vilemon with the Skullgreymon. He had to try and set up 2 stacks, and I was able to loop off before he was able to see the answers he needed. And then game 3, he he just bricked a little. He didn't get there. He had an awkward stack. I as well did, but the longer the game goes on, the less the bricks matter for a deck like Purple. So you could start bricked, and as long as you can stall out to late game, you're going to see everything you need. So I did take it over him. I did not know there was a top 8 cut for this tournament, so I told my partner, I was like, yeah, I'm all done. Finished around early. We're good to go. We can hang out. And I got told there was a top 8 cut, and my mind totally was not in the game anymore. I did lose to a purple Melga deck. That was super cool. Big shout outs to Ryan piloting that deck. Really cool list. If you're in True Champs Discord, take a look at it. It was purple Metal Garurumon, and it was not quite the same concept as Lilithloop, but it was in the sense that it's about out-resourcing your opponent and winning through incremental advantage. So this is Lilithloop with the EX01. I do want to keep testing it. I think it's really strong. I think it's really fun and rewarding, I guess is the good word. And I want to play the cards before they're banned. I never really played with Mega Digimon Fusion that much. And yeah, I like Purple. I mean, I had a great time with Dan Devi when I played it in BT5 or 6. What was it? 5? I don't know. Whenever I played Dan Devi. And I'm having a good time with this. So try it out. Let me know what you guys think. Can't wait for MDF to get banned. The more I play it, the more I realize it should not be allowed to exist, especially when Susanoo drops. So, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, join our Discord, play in our tournaments. We got playmats to give away. As you saw, this lovely War Greymon playmat is a prize from our previous events. And we have a new Zach Roy designed Imperial Dramon playmat. And that is the current prize. We're working on getting more playmats as well. So keep your eyes peeled, and you know, if you're in our Discord, you get all the news, you get all the insider information, get to hang out with me and the team, talk to me, Trey, Shannon, Dan, and Ben. So come chill with us, test play for Nats, and if you're going to Miami Fest or TCG Con Tampa next weekend, I'll see you there. Peace.